Welcome to Hansen Hour. My name is Caroline Hansen.
And I'm Kiese Hansen.
And we have...
I'm Andrew Mancuso Rossi-Schroeder Hansen.
Really rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, right? It's got a lilt to it.
Yeah. Perfect. We're so excited to have him. This is the end of a long night as we've just finished class at 7 p.m., but we really appreciate you being up for an interview at this point in time.
You know I never turn down screen time.
Oh boy.
Well, before we dig into our questions for you, why don't you give us a little intro?
Let's see. I'm Andrew. I graduated from Ohio State in May. So I'm what the children call a KJD. And I'm about to do a shot out of an espresso cup for you. So
I didn't know it was an espresso cup.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. You really do have to work on that.
You do the shot and then your face gets like Robert De Niro. You get like the eyes and everything.
Honestly, like that.
I know, I'm telling you.
No joke.
I mean it. Yeah, that's my intro. Everything right there.
Incredible.
Amazing. Well, our first question for you is that, Caroline and I aren't in Cambridge, and you are like a Cambridge, I don't know, diehard, like through and through. So we have to ask, like, what's your favorite part about living in Cambridge? Tell us about your experience living in Cambridge.
Yeah, I guess I'm a diehard in the sense that I haven't left the city since July, so I'm like kind of permanently a fixture here. I don't know. Things like aren't happening. Things aren't happening here, like I can't tell you about like clubbing downtown or like swimming the Charles. Like everything is affected by Roni. And so I guess Camcom is a great restaurant for outdoor drinks with friends, and there's some good Italian food nearby. Things are exceptionally cold right now. I don't have anything great to tell you, to be honest. We're all just doing our best out here.
Yeah. I feel like the swimming the Charles would not be in a reality for me, even in non-pandemic times. That being said, I'm not trying to shade your exercise mechanism.
Yeah, I just think like I personally am not too worried about fluoride in the water or anything like that. You might like have a tinfoil hat thing going on, but for me, I love some natural detox in the Charles River. So
right. Right. How about you, Kiese? Do you like swimming in untreated bodies of water, or?
Yeah, I've actually swam in quite a few. I have a history of swimming in really disgusting water. I wish I were kidding, but like I spent...
Wait, this is a better I thought it would be. I didn't set you up for that.
I don't know.
Like, if it's not giving me a bacterial infection and risking mutation, I don't want it.
Yeah, no, it's 7 years of like swimming in lakes in South Dakota farmland.
Oh yeah.
It's scary stuff. But yeah, so basically at this point, I will jump into anything if you tell me to jump. So, I mean, if people swim in the Charles, I don't know, but if you... Actually, that's not true because I've never gotten into the Potomac. I've never jumped in that. No way.
No way. Honestly, when I was in college, there was this thing where you would go and jump into copper mines. Copper mines, and then you jump into the like body of water that was literally bright green. And there were like all these toxicity warnings about like how you would basically like be poisoned, and we would still do it. And I did that, and I would still never set foot in the Potomac.
you glow in the dark now, right?
Yeah, no, I'm Kyle XY actually. So
that's what I was thinking. That's kind of my goal.
That's why I'm here. It's like my
that's why I'm here.
So yeah, I feel bad about the Cambridge thing, but I also personally for Kiese and I feel better because we have less FOMO about not being here. But that feels a little selfish. I'm sorry.
No, you're not missing anything. I'm not missing anything. We're all not missing things together. That's good.
Life is just on pause. Okay, I guess that goes to our next question, which is we have a whole new lineup of classes this term. And I was wondering if you had a sense of what your favorite class is thus far.
Yes, far and away, I think going to be my favorite class of all law school is Crim with Jeannie Gerson. She is powerful. She's poised. She's really just a great professor. I feel like her cold calls are very intuitive. Like, I'm not going to mess it up because there's not something I have to read her mind about. And she's just, she's a baddie. Like, I love it. I love that class.
It's honestly great. Like, I don't count the time. I'm just like vibing with her all class. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think like the cases are the most interesting. I think it's kind of what we had in mind when we were coming to law school about the kind of stuff we'd be working through. I'm a huge fan of it.
Nice.
So basically, coming up is Valentine's Day, and was curious if you signed up for the data match service that we got in our newsletter.
I am a hapless, hopeless romantic. And so being a single boy in Cambridge, I did sign up for a little data match party. We'll see if I get matched with the MIT girl of my dreams who can like think circles around me and, maybe get $40 in the mix. That's a good thing too. I know, Kiese, you're signed up as well. We're looking for love in a hopeless place out here.
We are. Yeah. Jumped on that. Really excited. Really excited. But I also think it's like the highlight of my week at this point. I don't know. It's like we have nothing going on. And so I'm like clinging to it. I'm really curious. And it reminds me of this thing that we did in high school where I'd have to fill out a survey and then you'd get like your top, I don't know, most compatible other high school students. I don't know if your schools had something like that.
Amazing.
So I need to like go find this sheet. I know that I have sheets somewhere. But I also know that Caroline signed up for it too. You're looking for a friend, which, I won't take offense to. It's fine.
There can only be
Not
one.
enough for me, Kiese. I just need constant friends. Yeah, no, I'm really excited. I think the idea is really fun. I also am a junkie of like personality quizzes and things like that. Like,
Ooh, okay.
like information input, like as much information that I can give the ether of the web, I will.
Are you like a Myers-Briggs type of personality quiz or like a BuzzFeed kind of personality quiz?
Both, but specifically Myers-Briggs. It's funny you say that because I was just redoing it because I'm in between ENFP and ENFJ. What do you guys?
Kiese?
ENFP.
You are?
Okay, well, we got a little click going on because I'm an ENFP.
Stop.
I am.
Guys, are you serious?
Yeah, we're out here.
Like, that's really weird. I'm genuinely really shocked.
What are the odds of that? Now we have a perfect little hive minds. Like,
I think that makes total sense.
Yeah, it does.
But I was a little thrown when you were like, I'm potentially an ENFJ. Like, what are ENFJs? What's the dividing line?
Judgment versus perceiving, but that still doesn't make any sense to me.
Like, it's like, are you like logical and cold, like about those things? I'm like very emotional in my decision making.
Yeah, I'll have to redo it. I'll redo it and then tell you guys what I get. Because I was halfway through, and then it actually takes like a half an hour to do on these online quizzes because there are like so many questions. But we'll get through them. I'll let you guys know afterwards.
Have you taken the type test?
The what?
Do you know like what number type you are?
Oh yeah, like the 16 personalities one.
There's like,
I think so, or like 1 through 8
or something. Right?
Oh yeah, no. I know what you mean. Sorry. Yes, I have a long time ago, but yeah, I don't remember.
I'll send you that too.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember mine for that, but whatever is like overly emotional, clingy, obnoxious, like that'll be my type. So just let me know.
Your type? Oh, okay. I thought you were about to say your match type, and I was like,
no.
I was like,
a recipe for disaster. That'd be a hurricane.
That's complete fusion.
Yeah. That's how like nuclear explosions happen.
Yeah.
Is putting me in a room with someone like that. Yeah.
Can't wait to see that in action when we all get to Cambridge. Okay, so I know that you are well known for having great impressions of people. So Kiese and I wanted to set up a little quick round of impressions, if you would be so willing.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I can do that. Are they like celebrities or like classmates? Both? Is it what's the well
Uh,
something something? I'll see when the time comes.
a little mix. Why don't we, Kiese, why don't you start us off?
Yeah. So let's see. We like have them written down just so everyone knows. We have them written down. Surprise! We're gonna surprise Andrew. Um, so the first one is Gavin.
Okay. So Gavin's thing is like he's a total sweetheart and he'll always get cold called with the worst luck. Like they'll ask him to like, could you give like a ringing endorsement for a 1960s Texas legislator? And then so my Gavin impression is just, oh, okay, yeah. I think what their argument might be it might be like I don't know, like they might say something just a little bad about like taking people's rights away or something like that. I don't remember. He's just so sweet about it, just like progressively more uncomfortable as he goes.
They really do pigeonhole him in a bad situation.
Yeah, poor Gavin. God love him, man.
They're on the worst questions, just like
Oh my god. Okay. Next one we have Ryan. I don't know, Casey, which Ryan was this?
I think Ryan Powers.
Probably Power is probably more distinctive than Gundy. Gundy's just the straight lace ace when it comes to cold calls and whatnot. Yeah. Okay, so you got to start with Ryan. Of course, he's asleep with his camera on in the middle of class. So we'll imagine the professor just like asked about a very specific water rights law from 1867, and Ryan will be like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I think going off what my classmate just said, it's really important to understand folks contextualizing factors and ensure that there's due diligence so that folks get access to justice. I think that's really important." The professor's like, "What the hell universe is he in? Like where's that come from?"
Oh boy. Okay, Kiese, you're next.
Okay. The next one is Noah.
Noah. Okay, here's my Noah cold call impression. They'll say, "Mr. Sissoko, can you tell us a little bit about the facts of this case, People versus West?" Noah. And that's it.
I really thought we had a glitch for a second. I was like, oh,
that's Noah.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. And then we have our second to last is Peter.
Okay. Peter will like, I'm gonna have him do something like funny. We'll say Peter's like, if I like just had a baby, and I'd be like, "Meet your Uncle Peter, like come say hi to Uncle Peter." This is okay, so here we go. Yeah. Thank you. I just yeah, I think it's interesting because to assume arguendo that it would be facile to take candy from a baby, I don't know. I guess it presupposes that at this late stage in your infancy, the necessary question is actually is there's is there a categorical imperative underlying the idea that we might take candy from you because you're cherubic? You know, that's just what I'm thinking about. Like everything is so deeply philosophical and incisive, you know. His brain is just like his IQ's triple mine, you know.
Oh yeah, run
Oh,
circle.
it was so perfect that being a linguistics major, that Idelson asked the question about,
Yeah.
and I was like, how did you know? Like, how did you know to ask Peter that question?
Because they have like 4 dimensions of understanding, so like they're speaking to each other telepathically while we're all like in class.
No, and I'm like camera off, like, I don't know, what are they talking about? And they're like galaxy braining or like this.
Okay, we have one more for you. Not a classmate, just wanted to throw politician celebrity in. So, Bill Clinton.
Okay. Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton, I think, would be a torts professor, a la Goldberg. So I think he you know, talk kind of like this. Well, you know, class, even if this bad Jane gets off because you know she didn't intend to cause a harmful contact, but was just you know horsing around, that might do in a court of law. But we got to remember, they're still going to meet their maker in the ethereal courts of heaven above. Okay. Remember the case where we talked about like how the courts of law aren't sufficient for our analysis? It's like you got to ask God whether you're a head ass.
How do you have the Bill Clinton accent just on lock? What in your life has led you to perfect the Bill Clinton accent?
Just you know, avid Bill Clinton fan.
That's on record.
Yeah, right. Ooh, ooh. Yeah.
Okay, well, you know, this has been such a treat. Casey and I think I've smiled during this past 15 minutes more than I have the past 3 days. So I appreciate that from you. Um, and, you know, I don't want to take up more of your time. So I think that we should cap it here. But is there anything else you want to leave our viewers with?
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe just like take it easy this semester, guys. You know, like it's not that deep. It's really not that deep, you know? Like you don't do a reading for class, you want to do a happy hour, like go off, you know. None of this, we're in a pandemic. Do whatever you want. Do what makes you happy, you know? Pure hedonism. That's my vote.
Pure hedonism. I hope that's the title of this episode. Well, Kiki, unless there's anything you want to say, I think we are good to end. So thanks so much, and see you guys next time.